Okay, this is 3 ribbons for 3 reasons, losing loved ones in a tragic auto accident. My name is Christina Dempsey. I am the founder of 3 ribbons for 3 reasons. This is dedicated to all the families that have lost multiple loved ones due to a tragic auto accident due to distracted driving. This awareness was developed in memory of Bethany Dempsey, Lauren White, and Abby Cullen, who we lost on August 27th in 2013. The reason why 3 Ribbons was started was because on August of 27th, 2013, a few minutes before 5 p.m., my sister's boyfriend, Mike, his son, Michael, my sister, Bethany, my niece, Lauren, and my soon-to-be niece, little Abby, was traveling southbound Route 3 in Millersville, Maryland. Bethany, Lauren, and Abby were sitting in the back seat of their Camry SE when it was struck in the rear by a 2000 International flatbed truck carrying a forklift. The traffic was stop and go on Route 3 at the time, and the flatbed truck was traveling off the off-ramp and never hit his brakes, killing Bethany, Lauren, and Abby. The impact caused a chain reaction, and 6 other vehicles were involved, causing the road to be completely shut down for hours. The driver of the flatbed truck was distracted for 12.6 seconds. He gave officials 2 different stories. The first story he gave was that he was putting trash into a bag in the floorboard of the truck. And the second story was he was trying to keep papers with MapQuest directions on them from blowing around in the cab. There was no texting during the crash. That was confirmed by investigators on scene, but per bystanders, the witness that witnessed the crash, the driver was on his cell phone when he exited the truck. 12.6 seconds, he didn't have his eyes on the road. And as a result, Bethany, Lauren, and Abby lost their lives. Mike was driving and Michael was in the front passenger seat and survived the crash. Working with Delegate Margaret Ranson and Drive Smart Virginia, I have been able to work with law enforcement agencies, high schools throughout Virginia on the dangers of distracted driving. Also, I have the honor of working with other families that have lost loved ones due to distracted driving. The 3 ribbons meaning is very simple. This is what the ribbon looks like. Purple is for purpose. Lime green, of course, is for life. And the little zebra print. Abby loved animal prints, and I chose the little zebra print stone. These colors were picked because each color was a favorite of the girls. This is a picture of my sister Bethany and Abby. She was 7. My sister was 37, and Lauren was 15. So somebody lost a mother, I lost a niece, lost a daughter, a best friend, and it can happen to anybody. This is a picture of my sister's car prior to the crash. This is her vehicle after the accident. They were traveling between 4 and 9 miles per hour when the truck rear-ended them. If you look where the arrow is, that's the back seat. That's where Bethany, Lauren, and Abby were located. It took 12.6 seconds. This is a picture of the scene. There was a total of 8 vehicles involved. Multiple people were taken to the hospital. Here's another example of the picture of the scene, the hauling truck that was traveling at 55 miles an hour. when it struck the rear ended of my sister's car. This was on every news station in the Richmond and Northern Virginia area for days. My family couldn't turn the TV on without seeing the images. Most due to Bethany and Lauren were still in the vehicle when this image was taken. Law enforcement and first responders on scene stated that the scene was so difficult in many ways. The chaplain's mobile crisis unit was called to the scene for the responders. The scene was so tragic, and some on the scene had difficulty dealing with the scene. Distracted driving is anything that will take your eyes off the road at any given time. Thanks to some hard work with families that have lost loved ones due to distracted driving and hard work of Drive Smart Virginia and other organizations throughout Virginia, and the governor and the delegates and senators that pushed for this bill, we were able to have Virginia have the law of no cell phone use starting January 1 of 2021 to help save lives, so families are able to know that we care about them and that we can help prevent other loved ones from dying in a car crash. Here is an example of the law. I will give you a few minutes to read it. It tells you what is expected and what could happen. This is something to think about. My career is I am a firefighter paramedic in Northern Virginia. I have been doing it a total of 22 years. I've been in Northern Virginia for 15 years. These are actual calls and car crashes that I have run personally that has resulted in somebody being seriously injured, someone that has been killed due to a driver being either intoxicated or distracted or speeding. You don't want this. You don't want to have to go to a graveyard to visit your family, your loved ones, or even your friends. But we do. You don't want to have senior night with a poster of a picture of your teammate because she's unable to be there because she lost her life because somebody was distracted. Just think about it. These are examples. This is my niece Lauren's grave and Abby's grave. Is taking your eyes off the road worth this? Because this could be the result. The end result in February 2015, he received 3 years jail time, but the judge suspended all 3 years. 5 years supervised probation, a $5,000 fine, and 200 hours of community service for taking 3 innocent lives. Now, more states, including Virginia, have taken the steps to hold people more accountable for their careless actions while driving. It's not wrong to speak up. It doesn't make you uncool. It doesn't make you lame, as some people say, because you decide that you want to be able to go home safely. It doesn't matter if your parents are driving, your friends are driving, or your siblings or guardians are driving. Ask them, say, hey, can you put the phone down? Or, hey, did you know that it's illegal to have your phone in your hand while you're driving? or hey, I'll take care of that for you, or even I'll change the radio station for you. Anything that will have the driver focused on getting you to and from safely and you driving to and from safely. Let them know. Always be aware of the vehicles driving around you. Just because you're driving safely does not mean that everyone else is. This is just one story out of hundreds of families that have lost their parents, their children, their spouses, their best friends due to distracted driving. So many families in Virginia and all over the US lose family members and loved ones every day due to distracted driving. I hope that telling my story will help prevent more families from losing their loved ones. Thank you.